All right, we've got our relaxed driving clothes on. I only wear shorts and like low ankle shoes on days that I'm gonna be like just driving all day, not loading and unloading. All our clothes are packed. We got to take those out to the truck, and then it is time to head out. So it's kind of like a ritual. The last thing I take to the truck is my backpack, and my good shoes. These my good shoes. It has been 28 days since I've pulled a load. And that wasn't even in this truck. Oh, these are filthy. That was in Abby's truck. But we are back in my truck. A few things are a little different. We'll go over that when we get time, when we get down to Amarillo and get some fuel. Did a lot of work on the truck and the trailer. Still didn't do a clutch brake, which I feel like I need one. And I feel like I don't sometimes. But we'll talk about that when I'm getting fuel. I'll show you some things. But we are back in my truck. I am back in my truck. And we're back to pulling the flatbed. So living in Colorado is a consumer state, and I don't know if you guys watch the videos, I always end up deadheading out. I couldn't tell you the last time I picked up a load in Colorado because I just have a little dignity. I won't fucking haul cheap. I will deadhead 600 miles to Oklahoma to go get something that pays good. So that's what I'm doing. We headed out of the house out of Colorado. We roll late night. We roll into Oklahoma like about 1 a.m., 2 a.m. because, you know, going east, you lose an hour into Central Time. So we headed down to Oklahoma City to pick up this first load of fencing material that has a stop in like La Junta, Colorado, and then it finishes off in Casper after the weekend. YouTube, what is up? It is good to be back. I am pulling my own flatbed again, so that is really fun and exciting. I just loaded up here at Southwestern Wire in Norman, Oklahoma. But before we go over the load, damn wind. I did tell you I did some things to the truck. So let's go over that real quick. I'll show you, share what I did on the interior. We're gonna get on down the road and then I'll show you the load that we're hauling. We're taking this load from Norman, Oklahoma. First stop in La Junta, Colorado tomorrow. And then we finish off way up in Casper, Wyoming. Dead zone, but it's okay. This pays like north of $460 a mile. I think it was $482 a mile. And gets me home, which I just left the house yesterday, gets me home Friday afternoon and Saturday before I have to go up to Casper. So that's pretty sweet. Let's check out the interior. I'm gonna flip you around. And welcome to the interior. All right, so I'm just gonna go over real quick what I switched up, what I've been working on. Like I mentioned, I was off work for a month. I don't know if I did the interior before that. I also got my deer strike fixed. But, so real quick, flooring. I did the flooring. It's a little dirty right now. This is marine boat flooring, so it is like water resistant or waterproof, I don't know. To clean it though, it does pick up dust, so if you ever think about doing this, it's really squishy and soft on the feet. It's nice on the toesies, but it does carry dust a lot, I guess. So this chair used to not have air to it, but I ran air under the floor when I pulled the floor up and put an air gun over there. We like to be symmetrical, and the seat finally has air. This thing went for years without air. So we did the flooring and we changed the shifter, the shift boot mainly. If you have ever driven a Cascadia with a manual, you know that shift boot is hideous and like it's overly aggressive looking, and it just looks like a blob. It looks like Jabba the Hutt. I think that's his name off Star Wars. I don't know. I'm not a Star Wars nerd. Don't hate me. So anyway, I changed the floor, changed the shift boot. The shift boot is way cleaner. When I put it into 10th gear, the truck's idling right now, so I'm not going to do that. But when I put it into 10th gear, hang on, let me kick that idle back up. It's just smoother at 900. Did the shift boot. When I put it in 10th gear, that stick is straight up and down now. So also, if you drive or ever drove a Cascadia, the shifter is like angled towards the driver, right? Like your hand would normally be here. I did not change the stick, but I changed the stick. So when I pulled the flooring out, there's a dog leg at the bottom of this. It kind of angles for the shifter. I heated the shit out of that with a torch, and then I took, you know, like a car floor jack, like a 3-ton jack or whatever for cars. I took the handle off of that for leverage, put it over this, heated that little dog leg area up, and bent that shit to the angle that I liked. And so it has been an adjustment because the angle of shifting, like where the gears are, it's a little different, but I like it way better. And when I did the flooring, I put underneath kill mat, and then I put some like thin wood, I forget the type of wood right now, and then I put the marine boat flooring. So it is dead silent in here. Like there's no vibration in here. The shifter doesn't go or anything like that, like when you're rolling down the road. So you'll also notice there is no splitter. We got rid of the top 5 gears. We are just running 1 through 5. We don't go into high range anymore. And
what gear are you in? Gear?
Well, what do I know about shifting?
everyone hates me doing 35 miles an hour down the road. Of course, that's not the case. The splitter is right here. So that is an adjustment. That's definitely an adjustment for driving, but I think I got it. So that's the shifter, that's the floor. Other than that, I used to have some toggle switches here. Switched it up to this nice little light panel that has these red lights. Got everything from exterior visor lights, side marker lights on the truck, the watermelons, interior red lights, interior blue lights, and my subwoofer. I put a little subwoofer, you can't see it, it's back there, it's like an 8-inch subwoofer. You want me to show you? Okay, there, I'll show you. Little 8-inch subwoofer back there off TikTok shop. Sounds pretty good, but I toggled it so I can turn it on and off if I'm listening to a podcast or music. So that's the main change. Oh, I did change the stereo. That's like a $40 flip out. But anyway, let's get on down the road. That's the change on the inside that I made. We're gonna head down the road, get to a good stopping spot, and then I'll show you the load. All right, I just got into Texas and stopped off at this little parking area and gotta show you guys the load. So let's take a look at that. All right, we are doing some fencing material. So first stop is La Junta, which is actually in the back. Second stop is Casper. I'm gonna lose about half the deck, and it's only about 10,000, 11,000 pounds. But it's just some steel tubing, some gates. They gave me some boxes of hardware, but pretty simple. It was strap and go.
Yeah!
The only thing that sucks, like this piece right here, like this is only 10,000 pounds, but I'm using hella straps, right? But like this piece right here, for example, is 10 foot 6 inches. So, you know, 2 within the first, wait, this isn't the 10 foot piece. Hang on, let me show you on the other side. All right, this is the 10 foot 6 piece. So 2 straps within the first 10 feet, and then you need another strap for every, you know, 10 feet after. So because it's 10 foot 6, it needs a third strap, right? Like that is an actual violation if you only had 2 on there. But everything's going good so far. The wind is just beating the shit out of my mud flaps, chewed off the pieces of the bottom. This thing's been going crazy in the wind. The slapping around the weight, you can see the marks there. Other side's totally fine. But we're just getting a crosswind this way. But yeah, looking good. Strapped up good, life's good. Time to hit the road again. Well, getting out of Oklahoma City is always nice. Got loaded pretty quick on that morning. I don't remember what day it was because I'm editing this 3 months later. But got out of there, and you know, I also didn't film unloading either stop. But we bumped them off at 2 different stops in La Junta, Colorado, and Casper, Wyoming. And then it was off to Nebraska to pick up some lumber. I almost didn't film that. I just bailed off at a rest area here, Nebraska. Been cruising since I left Casper, got unloaded this morning. It was quick and windy, so it wasn't worth filming. But, man, it was windy as fuck. And these poor front mud flaps on this rear axle, well, the front trailer axle, man, they get smacked around and beat up so much. But the rear ones don't really take it because they got the ICC bar deal. So that kind of helps the movement. But yeah, that freaking sucks, man. It's like the only bad thing. Gotta figure something out. And they're long. You know, these are, I think these are 1/2-inch thick stall mats from like the feed store. Fuck. Yeah, a little rip. But I need to get one of those maybe weights right here, or, you know, anti-sail deals that go like right here. Or figure something out to put my big bracket back on, and so it doesn't chew through the stainless. But yeah, we are all empty, and we are, by we I mean I and the viewers, headed east to Nebraska to reload, because $3 a mile in Nebraska is better than like $1.85 in Wyoming. And so I almost was too busy and didn't even film this load, but look, I remembered because I'm sitting here waiting to unload. But this was a delivery of lumber, and I don't know what they make here, but they, looks like they put together some sort of telephone pole or power pole stuff. So we're waiting to be told where to go with it. Hanging out. He's behind me. He's checking in to load. He's empty. But me, I'm important. I'm here to deliver. Tell me where to go. For this load of lumber, like typically with lumber, I wouldn't throw so many damn straps. But oh, we had a couple blocks, a little scoochy scooch. But 2 straps on this, because it's not touching and braced. Like you see, they got like the pallets are touching, but the material's not. So, and then I used edge protectors because this stuff looks soft and wet. And then this was the biggest chunk, but everything else was real short like this. Man, that sucks. Those weren't pushed out this morning. That fucking US 30 with all those damn lights slowing down and speeding up. Gosh, it's crazy. Those pushed in so easy. These ones not so much. Oh yeah, there we go. Look at that, good as new. But yeah, I threw hella straps, 2 for each bundle, just cause that gap. You know, I'm sure legally, I'm sure legally that you could do 2 straps and then 1 because the pallets are touching and they're banded to the pallet. But just because the gap in between every single one, I mean, look, none of these shifted in between. 2 straps is definitely good. And, you know, it's better safe than sorry. And, of course, the strap weighs the same securing the load as it does in the headache rack, so you may as well throw it, you know. But yeah, all the V-boards and edge protectors, except for on those, just because the wet wood, I didn't want to like crease the strap into it. I didn't know what it was being used for. But then the bands were right here, so on these ones I couldn't put edge protectors really well. Versus, let me sneak under here and show you. These ones, see how the band, like these are not the same height, but see how the band just rolls flat right over it? That one could do an edge protector good. Whereas on the other ones, the bands are going the other direction, so they have that weird angle that just kind of prevents a, you can't see the band because it's perfectly covered by this strap, but it prevents that, essentially the band is at the same angle as the strap. It just prevents that freaking edge protector from getting on there good. I think I'm gonna go ahead and bump a couple of these straps loose while I'm sitting here waiting for them to come. It's a little better prepared for when they come for me. Oh, come for me, Valthier. All right, putos. So I just fueled up in Perrysburg, Ohio, at the Petro. Yeah, there's the Petro sign. You guys see it? Let me. Boom. Boom. Oh my God, the sign's gone. The sign is gone from the wind. Holy shit. Anyway, you guys know where we're at. We're at the Perrysburg Petro. I have been coming here, not like all the time, but whenever I'm in the area, I like the Perrysburg Petro. I actually got free breakfast when they opened up that Fork and Compass. I was like one of the sample testers. They went around and they're like, excuse me, would you like to come and sample test food, get a free breakfast? We're just like practicing our waiters and waitresses. The waiter and waitress, the waitress was very sweet, but anyway, she needed a lot of work. Anyway, you see that guy right there? Boom. That thing has been here for years. I've been coming here since I was running poles for a different company before Landstar, and I've been at Landstar again 2 years now, at least 2 years. I'd have to think. I'd actually have to think. So that truck has been here 3 years, parked in that same fucking spot. All right, so here it is. Anytime I come here, I park here because I know there's no one there. And we're parked next to an empty trailer, so you know, no idling on this side, no one to worry about on that side. Let's sneak under here. Hoo-yah, daddy. All right, look at this thing. Oh man, the paint's peeling now. Bare aluminum underneath. Looks like they covered up whatever DOT name was there. It's got a DD13 in it. Wonder why it got parked. If the sticker's so old, they're faded out. Got the fuel in it. I wonder what the fuel... I mean, this thing has been here at least 3 years since I've been here. I'm surprised the Petro hasn't done anything about it. It's just crazy to see, like, you know, this was money. This was working money at one point. Someone paid for a trailer, paid for a truck. It was making money. It's locked. It's old Brinks lock on it. It just blows me away that like an asset can just get parked, left, and forgotten about. And it probably wasn't forgotten about. It was just, you know, probably parked. And what sucks is like, even if the motor or the transmission took a shit, there's so many useful parts. This headache rack looks damn near brand new. I mean, it doesn't look brand new, you know, obviously it's got rubbing on it. But like, you could part out this shit, you know, if you got it back to your yard. Like the headache rack you could sell for, I don't know, $800. Rims, you could sell rims easy. You could sell body panels, doors, freaking the chrome mirrors. I always liked when they threw these little visors on them from the factory. But anyway, let's address the elephant that I've been ignoring, and that's the trailer. Yep, the flatbed, my flatbed. This is the same flatbed that I was pulling before. I just painted it. Took some time off. The trailer did. I really didn't. And then I took some time off. I took about a month off at home to paint the trailer. Redecked the center of it, which this is, oh man, this is Southern Yellow Pine. It is so much thicker and heavier duty. Like, this is a way better wood than whatever this cheap shit was that I first just like temporary redecked. So I'm gonna replace these outside ones with some Southern Yellow Pine eventually also. And instead of doing, I don't know if you could see the grit, I did the roll-on bed liner on this. Which is nice. Like, if I need to scratch my hands, that feels good. But the smooth, I just did the spray paint bed liner on this, and then like one of those turbo fan cans. Worked out pretty good. It turned out clean and smooth. But the Southern Yellow Pine, like, it's so much thicker and denser. It was way heavier when I bought it. I was like, oh yeah, this is good wood, because I'm not going to pay a shit ton of money for the really strong stuff that they originally used in these Apatong. But yeah, so I'll eventually redeck these. You can see I've grinded with a wire wheel the grime. I'm gonna eventually get back to grinding the whole thing. I did not have enough time. I got lazy and did not finish. Abby did most of the front up there. You could see like those sections on the left and right of the board. She grinded all that. I've did a little back here around where I had to paint, and then the sides. But yeah, I'm gonna go through so it kind of shines the whole thing up. But yeah, I chose some unique one-off colors that you know, purple and orange you don't see often, and it would stand out. And when I was flipping through all the colors, you know how sometimes it'll have like unique color names or whatever, like sunset orange or fucking cookie monster purple, I don't know. But once I picked the two colors, I flipped them over to read the names. It's literally just purple and orange. No special name. They were the only two that weren't the special name, but it's not really like a direct purple. Like, you know, you think purple is like darker. This is, I don't know, a lighter magenta purple. But yeah, I did take time off, repainted the whole trailer, axles, landing gear. I replaced these bars. Trailer is 21 years old. These bars had rust through them, so bought some new ones, had my neighbor weld these up and everything, and then replaced them. So it's got 4 new bars. This one's original. These are original, painted, you know, painted the landing gear orange. The bars were off of it, so I thought, hey, let me do those purple so they'll kind of contrast and stand out. And it looks good, in my opinion. I'm not a professional painter. It was my first time using the high volume, low pressure HVLP sprayer. So, you know, if I showed you, there are some imperfections here and there, and I wasn't like trying to do it like paint booth crazy, you know. I just wanted shit to stand out, like orange and then that little metal bar purple. But boom, you come around, fully purple, right? Like if you're coming up behind me, you're like, oh, look at this purple trailer, and then you're like, oh shit, purple and orange, right? You know, I held cardboard here to keep overspray, but on each side there's a little overspray right there, which, I don't know, you know, like the small imperfections of doing something yourself are kind of fun. It's just fun, guys. A little overspray right there. Those are the only 2 spots of like overspray on the whole trailer that crosses orange and purple. But new DOT tape down the side and the back here. Legality wise, you need a strip all the way across the back, and you need half of the trailer length covered. So these are all cut into like 12 2-foot sections to cover 24 feet, and then I spaced them out. But I did, man, it sucks. I just peeled this off too, but it sucks. I got a trailer wash today, and then it rained on me. But it looks like the hubs did not take the primer and paint very well. That shit peeled right off. So it is what it is. Maybe I'll spray paint these next time I take the tires off at home. Spray paint will probably stick on there. But the rest of the trailers, you know, the paint's holding them. What? Oh, you know what that's from? The fucking wind, man. Just beating the shit out of my mud flaps. Oh my gosh. I hate it. Okay, anyway, yeah, that's the elephant in the room. So Abby has been out there sanding for like the past 3 hours. Yeah, it's 6 o'clock. And she started sanding at 3. And I told her that I had a work phone call and to do with insurance and the deer strike. She also, it looks like she also jacked it up for the rear axles. I told her I'd take the tires off later. I've been inside watching Pawn Stars since about 3:15. I got done with my phone call. So we're just gonna let her keep working. But let's catch you guys up to speed. Got my trailer rims right there. All right. The other week I hit some tire debris. Some guy in front of me blew a tire. It went through, busted up my freaking T-bar. It's been a shit show ever since. Like the brackets broke, and so we got straps. We're janky. We're gonna get that fixed. But first I took it to the body shop. I don't know if you guys recall, like a deer strike right there. That's fixed, which is sweet. This panel was broken. They fixed that, which is sweet. The deer went underneath and busted up. In fact, you can't see it. Busted up the front of my differential. Got that fixed. It was just like the dust shield. But anyway, y'all know what you're looking at right there? A lot of work. I'll tell you that. That's for sure. There's a lot of hours in this already. I have all the lights removed. Abby and I have been working on this thing like all week. So we took all the DOT tape off. The wood is out of the center, which was broken, so I need to redo that. I have the wood sitting over there. But anyway, we have grinded down. I don't know how much you could tell in the light. We have grinded down, sanded. kind of prepping it for paint. We're going to be painting, well, you'll see it when it's done, but we're going to be painting the underside and the axles and the landing gear. I'm just kind of going through with a wire wheel and getting off all the old grime. I don't really know how I'm going to get in here. But you see how this is shiny and this is not shiny? So I've literally taken a wire wheel, bolt or nut. I've taken a wire wheel and scraped all this shit off. But it's been a lot of prep work, like a crazy amount of prep work. And I think that the key to a good paint job is probably prep work, if you ask any good painter. But you can see the difference right here, what I've taken the wire wheel to and what I haven't. That's night and day. Now what sucks is just this strip alone. I did this strip all the way down 48 feet. That took me about 45 minutes. So if we're like 45, an hour and a half, let's say, 3 hours, 6 hours, 9 hours. I mean, we're going to have a lot of time taking all this crud off. This is crazy. This is like 20 years of built up discoloration on the aluminum. Just a dramatic difference right there, though, is the best to tell, to show. But anyway, she's going to get painted. She has been prepped where I bought the paint. Here's the wire wheels. They've been used and abused, so they're getting chewed up. They're not soft, so I'm just kind of covering everything except my arms to prevent injury. That one freaking had a wire wheel get me. You guys see that on the finger? Oh, it hurt. It hurt so bad. And I got another blister there. So got a shit ton of tools and supplies, but a lot of prep work. So we're getting there. Did all new lights, but not back here and not on the mud flaps. But we did watermelons. Those are, you know, everything's clear. These are red part Sam watermelons. And then we got little part Sam plastic watermelons all down the side. You know what pisses me off about the part Sam watermelons? These appeared way freaking brighter in the advertisement than they are. They're dim. And then they created a Gen 2, which is way brighter. So I'm probably gonna have to take all of these out, every single one of them, and replace them with the Gen 2 so they're brighter. We also did new watermelons underneath. So there's 5 watermelons underneath down each side, and we get a good star pattern. Like I said, I don't know if I mentioned, I did some stuff on the trailer. I did fenders, got rid of my T-bar and just replaced it with like classy style mud flap bracket. Did the airlines back here. I need to put the electrical, and then I did a rear panel. I think that's 18 inches. I got that from 4 states. So like I said, I'm not a professional painter. If you get under here, you can actually see, you see the imperfections of like where it looks glossier versus flat. I thought I was doing a good job. The orange covered way quicker than the purple did. It felt like I flew through the trailer compared to the purple on the rub rail, because I painted the rub rail first. But I'm probably gonna have to scuff that orange up with a Scotch-Brite pad, and then I will respray it so it gets an even, excuse me, man, I had a freaking sugar-free Coke, and so I got the Coke burps. Spray that with a another coat so I get an even sheen all the way across it. But anyway, y'all, I think we're gonna wrap it up for the week, because I got another tomorrow I pick up in Toledo, and that's a long load, and I'll just vlog that one, eh? So here's what we're working with the trailer all lit up. The 5 watermelons are throwing these lights out, or these rays, and the rear red watermelon throws them too, just at the different angle because the way it's mounted. It's bright as heck. I actually got a truck wash today. Looks like there's some condensation in there. Got to take that out and dry that off. This one didn't get it at all, actually, huh? Maybe I just need to tighten the screws on that one. But yeah, that's what we're working with. So I have gone to clear lens with a red bulb, and then same with these. These are clear lens with the amber bulb, because you're gonna get the same amber color because the lens is clear. So the amber comes from the diode. Whereas with my watermelons on the truck, they are amber with a white diode. So they don't have consistently the same color. I know you can't tell, but anyway, those are amber and those are yellow. Those are amber, those are yellow. Those are yellow, those are amber. So it's kind of annoying. You can see right there the difference. That means I have to change all the truck lights. And yes, I'm going to. Yeah, it's a nice setup. T680 with the spread axle reefer. But there we are. I wonder if it was a sign always like coming here, parking next to this. It's got a bigger sleeper than mine, but mid-roof Cascadia. Is just telling me, hey, one day you'll own one with the truck you own currently. Because, I bought Abby's truck second. But I've always liked that body style. Just the mid-roof, old front end, a little bigger sleeper, factory visor. It looks good. It's a damn shame it's gone to waste. Here is our load. This is going to Winter Haven, California. They were nice enough to spray paint the front of the bundles to match my trailer for me. But yeah, this is easy money. Just strap and go. I threw 3 belly straps, 2 within the first 10 feet. These are only 37 feet long, but I like to space my straps out kind of. That's the biggest gap right there. Space them out evenly. So 2, 4, 6, 7 over the top. But that'll do it. I had 34,000 pounds on the rear axles. Excuse me, not 32,000 pounds on the rear axles. This is going to like a power project job site. The customer is called Depcom. Cold, cold ashes on the ground. Nothing lost and nothing found. What was I gonna? Oh, I was gonna look at my axles. And 32 on the front, and then we're 12 on the steer. So if maths me, we're 76,000 pounds, and time to hit it. Not digging it. Let's give her one more try, maybe 2 more try before we take the jumper box out. Been having battery issues lately. One more try. Alright, we're gonna take the jump box out. Well, we're at the rest area meeting point, and there's a good handful of trucks, and we're convoying over to a little roundabout area. And I think that's where our 90-minute dirt drive starts, so we're off. So we're on a little side road right next to I-8. This is called Gray Wells Road, if you guys want to look it up, the address. I mean, Mexico's right there. That's the border wall. I don't know if you can see it. It's just that black line. But, yeah, there's a little roundabout. Oh, there's a border patrol. They did say we'll be meeting with border patrol. So I don't know how much of this I'll get to film. But, yeah, this is where our dirt road journey begins. And they said it's 90 minutes after this. 90-minute drive from here. And there's our border patrol escort. So see those flashing lights up there? That's our border patrol escort. Said speed limit 15 miles an hour and 5 miles an hour when workers are present. So that explains the 90 miles an hour, or 90 minutes, excuse me, 90 miles an hour. I wish we could pick up and do 90 miles an hour. Sometimes we got our freaking clocks ticking down and it feels like we need to go 90 miles an hour. But this is a little rough, so I mean, hell, I'm only doing 10. Alright, yeah, so I'm the third one in line. The flashing lights is our border patrol agent. We're parked here for a minute. That is the border, and we are on the California side. Mexico's on the other side. Arizona is to our left, or our east, obviously. And yeah, I think we run that way at 15 miles an hour, if my math is correct. Probably for 15 miles. No, it'd have to be more than that, because 15 miles would be 15 miles an hour. And they said 90 minutes. So maybe it's like 20 miles into California on this dirt road. Kind of sucks. It's smooth. It's like sand. It's like, it's not as bad as a dirt road. I've been on worse dirt roads. But there's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trucks. Yeah. We got 6 trucks this morning. So like I said, I don't know how much I'll be able to film once I get there. But it's for a solar project. A lot of these square beams, hauling stuff like that. I'm hauling stuff like that myself. And then there's some other supporting beams, but Yeah, these ones, those ones, mine. A couple of these guys had different things. Actually, I think all three of them have different things. I got a hotel last night. So I'd get better sleep than like in the truck. Because I shut down, I don't know, in Yuma at, I don't know, 3 o'clock. Got a truck wash in Casa Grande. Because they required your truck to be clean, because this is on like public land management. We're in some sort of sand dunes. But anyway, like public land, you know, state park maybe. But they required our trucks to be clean. That said that in the notes, like trucks must be clean. And so then I went and got a hotel at a casino, the Coco Pa Casino. And I didn't go to bed till at least midnight and woke up at 3:30. So I did not end up getting better sleep than I expected. The freaking people in a room around me were making noise, and then some jackwagon with like a noisy, shitty muffler Corvette or something outside. Not a Corvette, Camaro. So I don't know, I didn't get up to look, but I just kept hearing noise, and I was like, oh my god, I want to fall asleep. But such is life. We'll get an afternoon nap today, that's for sure. All right, now we're talking. We've been waiting for about 5 minutes, but we got a water truck coming, so that's sweet. They're gonna dust down the road for us, baby. The dirt road. So another water truck just came from that direction. There's two of them up there. But because this is on public land management, PLM, I'm assuming, but I don't know, maybe they meant to put BLM, Bureau of Land Management. Anyway, it's like on state park shit. This solar farm probably had to jump through a shit ton of hoops to get this, yeah, we're like just, you know, right here came off that road. It's a little cul-de-sac there and bailed off, and I don't know where the solar project is, because there is not a lot of room out here. I mean, unless they're just going right here, because it instantly comes into Mexicali and Calexico. So, oh, there's Border Patrol. So we're probably gonna follow after them. Let's get it, boys. I wanna go take my afternoon nap. Oh yeah, it's pretty smooth. And what's sweet, I don't know if you guys can see, I can set my cruise control as low as 10 miles an hour. So I don't have to sit here and freaking play with the throttle or anything like that. Alright, legit not as like crazy security as I thought. We had like a border patrol leading us, and then the water truck, and then I maybe saw like 3 or 4 border patrol like zip back and forth behind us or around us. But anyway, Calexico, Mexicali, we're here. We drove all along the border wall from there, which when I map, it says if I hopped on the road right across the river, it's 30 miles. So we were cruising on a dirt road for damn 30 miles. Unfortunately, there is no crossing there, I don't think. That'd be nice if it's one way in, one way out, and we don't have to do that on the way out. But then it'd be smart just to have us come in that way too. But anyway, we are here. It was 30 miles of dirt road. How about that ride in?
How about that ride in? I guess that's why they call it Sin City.
I'm number 3 to get unloaded. They got the telehandler there. Time to throw on the old hard hats and get out there. Well, pretty easy telehandler unload. I got it. I don't know if you guys can see the ropes. Yeah, there you go. Got it roped off. You know, I don't know if it's union or not, but, you know, just safety first, so we're doing the deal. And then we're gonna go get another wash because the truck is filthy from all the dust. I got really lucky. We're on a different road coming out of here. A little bit washboard, reminds me of my dirt driveway going home. But because I am only 30,000 pounds empty, and I don't know if you could tell up there I'm empty, but because my empty weight is 30,000 pounds, like on the dot, I get to go out this bridgeway right here that has a 30,000 pound weight limit. And so that's freaking sweet. Save me, you know, a fuck ton of time on that dirt road coming out. So pretty stoked about that. I'm gonna hit the road, go get another truck wash, clean off all this dust. I'll show you the dirt when we get parked. She dirty. Thanks for watching all the way till the end, and be sure to subscribe. It's free for you, but it means the world to me. As always, stay loaded.